Hi, my name's Ben. I work for the Game House, and today we're going to be continuing our 2023 NFL Draft profiles to get you ready for the draft on Thursday. We're going to be looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars today, who had a very surprising year in 2022. They made it to the second round of the playoffs after a massive comeback in the first round. They have a lot of potential, but they need to shore up a few positions, maybe offensive line and tight end. Also adding some depth at corner could be really helpful as they try and make their way through the tough AFC. We're going to start with O'Cyrus Torrence, a guard out of Florida. Not a very sexy first-round pick, but he would be a starter right away, and he would slot in just perfectly. He's huge, 6'5", 330 pounds. That makes him a mismatch for some defensive linemen, and he can still adjust, which is absolutely massive for a team. He's incredibly disciplined. He got 0 penalties in 2022, and the upside to a guy like this is a 15-year franchise player. We're going to look at Joe DiTullio, our draft expert's notes on him here. He has him listed as a guard/center. He could play center also, which is great. As you can see, he says here it's going to be tough for opponents to outmuscle him. He's going to be an anchor as a pass blocker right away, and his run blocking is already great. Again, with that kind of size, you're going to lose some speed, you're going to lose some flexibility, and also you're going to be a little afraid of injury, as all offensive linemen are. But O'Cyrus Torrence could be a great pick for their first round selection. Next, we're going to go to Derek Hall, the edge rusher out of Auburn. They may seem set on the edge for the future, but Josh Allen is on his 5th-year option, and we don't know how much they're going to be willing to pay him. So maybe getting a little bit younger here just in case could be smart for the Jaguars. They could absolutely wait on an edge rusher until next year, but Hall might be staring them in the face here at 56. He needs to work on run defense, and his pass talent is raw, but the athleticism is huge here, and if you can coach him up, he can be a really great starter right away, or at least a really great backup to someone like Josh Allen. He has more upside in coverage, which is strange, but that's because of his speed and his raw athleticism. We're going to go to the ESPN stats and bio here. Last year, he had 41 solo tackles and 6.5 sacks, 9 sacks in 21, 3.5 in 2020, so he's been decently consistent, maybe even getting better. But yeah, Derek Hall is a high ceiling, maybe low floor kind of guy, but the Jaguars can afford to sort of take that risk right now as they're so young. And then finally, we're going to look at Tyreek Stevenson. If you've watched these draft profiles, you know that I think Tyreek Stevenson is being very underrated. He's an ideal size for the position. His length is huge. He's athletic. People say he's a little bit too scheme specific, but that's what NFL coaching is for. I believe Draft Network has the same. Yeah, he has the same sort of concerns about him. Steady development as a player in Miami, and he's aggressive as most corners should be these days. So yeah, I'm a little bit higher on Tyreek Stevenson. I think 3rd round is great value for a player like him. But that's just 3 people that I think the Jaguars could take. If you have someone else in mind, please let me know down below. I'd love to hear it. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.